Artificial intelligence, AI, just mentioning those two letters conjures up so many images. From self-driving cars soaring through future cityscapes to robots that will, well, maybe take our jobs? Or worse, perhaps even develop a consciousness of their own. Sounds daunting, right? News, social media, movies, they all paint a picture of AI that's both promising and terrifying. But what is AI? Are we just caught in a hype cycle without truly understanding its essence? Or maybe the scary AI is just an overblown myth? Today, GENSHIFT is pulling back the curtain. In the next 7 minutes, we're going to demystify AI, explore the core principles behind it, and more importantly, learn how we can master this technology instead of fearing it. Are you ready to decode the future of tech with GENSHIFT? Hit that subscribe button now so you don't miss out on any insights that help you understand and shape the world to come. 1. What is AI? Beyond the hype. When people talk about AI, many immediately think of sentient machines from movies or some enormous computer system that can think independently, just like a human. But the truth is far more nuanced, and at the same time, far less scary. AI, or artificial intelligence, is fundamentally a branch of computer science focused on creating systems capable of performing tasks that typically require human intelligence. This means computers can learn, solve problems, recognize patterns, or even understand natural language. No sentient robots, at least not yet. Think of it this way. You have a child learning to identify animals. Initially, they see a dog and are told, "This is a dog." Then they see a cat and are told, "This is a cat." Gradually, the child learns the common characteristics of dogs, barks, furry wagging tail, and cats, meows, grooms, chases mice. AI operates similarly, but on a much larger scale and at incredible speeds. It's fed massive amounts of data, millions of dog images, millions of cat images, and then, through complex algorithms, it figures out the patterns and characteristics that differentiate them. It doesn't understand what a dog or cat is in the same way we do, with feelings or memories, but it recognizes them based on mathematical features it has been trained to detect. The most common misconception, which studies show is prevalent among Gen Z, is that we believe AI possesses some form of consciousness. The reality is that current AI systems are merely powerful tools, designed to solve specific problems. They have no emotions, no independent intentions, and no capacity for rebellion as we might imagine. This fear largely stems from media hype and science fiction, creating what psychologists call an availability heuristic. Because scary, dramatic scenarios from movies are so vivid and easy to recall, our brains mistakenly think they are more probable than they are, just like how plane crashes feel scarier than car accidents, even though driving is statistically far more dangerous. For Gen Z, who are constantly exposed to instant information, this can create unnecessary anxiety, a sort of FOMO, but for fear of missing out on understanding, a fear of being left behind by incomprehensible technology. Our goal is to demystify it, transforming AI from a threat into a comprehensible tool. 2. The 3 levels of AI, from narrow to superintelligence. To truly grasp AI, we need to distinguish its 3 main levels. Imagine a ladder, starting with the technology we use every day and climbing to what still belongs in the realm of science fiction. Making this distinction is the key to alleviating unnecessary anxiety about a distant future and focusing on what's real and relevant today. The first and most common level is narrow AI, also known as weak AI. This is the AI we interact with daily, often without even realizing it. Your virtual assistant, like Siri or Google Assistant, is narrow AI. The recommendation algorithm on Netflix or Spotify that knows your taste better than your best friend? That's narrow AI. The software that filters spam from your inbox, the AI opponents in your favorite video games, and even the systems that power self-driving cars are all examples of this type. Narrow AI is designed to perform a single, specific task exceptionally well. It often outperforms humans in its specialized domain because it can process enormous amounts of data at blistering speeds. An AI can beat any grandmaster at chess, but that same program can't cook you dinner, write a poem, or even tell you if a picture shows a cat or a dog unless it was specifically designed for that too. They are powerful one-trick ponies, but they are still just tools. They lack consciousness, self-awareness, and the ability to transfer their skills to other areas. The second level, climbing up the ladder, is artificial general intelligence, AGI, or strong AI. This is the level where an AI would possess the ability to understand, learn, and apply its intelligence to solve any problem, much like a human being. An AGI could switch seamlessly between tasks, learning to play the piano, then composing a symphony, then developing a new scientific theory. This is the type of AI often depicted in science fiction, capable of human-level reasoning and adaptability. However, as of July 2025, true AGI remains a theoretical concept. We are still very far from achieving it. While there have been incredible advancements in large language models like those powering ChatGPT, they are still highly sophisticated forms of narrow AI, not AGI. They are masters of a single, albeit very complex task, predicting the next word in a sequence based on statistical patterns from the massive datasets they were trained on. They don't have a genuine understanding, a model of the world, or the ability to learn from real-world experience in the way humans do. The anxiety around AGI often stems from confusing an AI's brilliant performance on a narrow task with genuine human-like consciousness. Finally, at the very top of the ladder, we have artificial superintelligence, ASI. This is an AI whose intellectual capabilities would far surpass the brightest and most gifted human minds in every field, from scientific creativity and general knowledge to social skills and emotional understanding. This is the stuff of deep philosophical debate and, for now, remains entirely in the domain of speculation and science fiction. There are no current real-world indications that we are anywhere close to developing ASI. Understanding these three distinct levels helps us contextualize AI correctly. The AI in our lives today is narrow AI, a powerful tool. The AI of our fears, AGI and ASI, remains hypothetical. 3. Machine learning and deep learning. How AI learns. So, if AI doesn't have a brain like ours, how does it get so smart? The answer lies in two core pillars that allow AI to learn from data: machine learning and its more advanced subset, deep learning. You can think of them like Russian nesting dolls. Deep learning sits inside machine learning, which sits inside the broader concept of AI. Let's start with machine learning. Imagine you're training a new employee to sort customer emails into urgent and not urgent categories. Instead of writing a giant rulebook with every possible keyword, you just give them 1,000 examples of each and let them figure out the patterns themselves. Machine learning works similarly. We provide computers with vast amounts of data and an algorithm, and they autonomously find patterns and relationships within that data without being explicitly programmed for every single scenario. For instance, to create a spam filter, developers feed the algorithm millions of emails, some labeled spam and some not spam. The model learns to associate features, like keywords, formatting, or sender info, with spam. Over time, it refines its logic and gets better at the task. Deep learning is a more specialized and powerful type of machine learning, and it's the engine behind most of the recent AI breakthroughs, from facial recognition to generative AI. It's inspired by the structure of the human brain and uses what are called artificial neural networks. Picture a digital brain made of interconnected nodes, or neurons, arranged in multiple layers. When you feed data into the first layer, say, the pixels of an image, each neuron performs a simple calculation and passes its result to the neurons in the next layer. As the information travels deeper through the network, the layers can recognize increasingly complex and abstract patterns. Let's go back to our cat and dog identifier. The first layer of neurons might just recognize basic things like edges, corners, and color gradients. The next layer might take those simple patterns and combine them to recognize more complex features, like an eye, a pointy ear, or a wet nose. A still deeper layer might combine those features to recognize a cat face or a dog snout. Finally, the output layer makes the ultimate decision, dog or cat. The learning part happens through a process called backpropagation. When the network makes a mistake, say it calls a cat a dog, an error signal is sent backward through the layers. The algorithm then slightly adjusts the weight, or importance, of every connection that contributed to the wrong answer. This process is repeated millions of times with millions of images. Each time, the network fine-tunes its weights, gradually getting more accurate until it can perform its task with incredible precision. This iterative, self-correcting process is what allows deep learning models to achieve such astonishing results, from translating languages with fluency to helping doctors spot diseases in medical scans. 4. The impact of AI more than just hype. So how will AI truly impact our lives beyond the hype and fear? The reality is that AI is already subtly transforming the world around us every single day, and this pace is only going to accelerate. It's not about a future of killer robots, it's about a present where intelligent tools are augmenting human capabilities in nearly every field. In healthcare, AI is a revolutionary partner. Deep learning models can analyze medical images like X-rays and MRIs to detect signs of diseases like cancer with an accuracy that sometimes surpasses human radiologists. Generative AI is also dramatically speeding up the drug discovery process, helping scientists design more effective medicines faster and cheaper. In education, platforms are using AI to create personalized learning paths for students. AI tutors identify where students struggle and adapt accordingly. In the workplace, AI is automating repetitive tasks, freeing humans for creative and interpersonal work. While job anxiety is real, history shows tech transforms jobs rather than eliminates them. Gen Z, as digital natives, are uniquely positioned to adapt and master these tools. To prepare, we need curiosity and a commitment to lifelong learning. The more we understand AI, the more confidently we can leverage it. That also means developing AI complementary skills like critical thinking, problem solving, creativity, and emotional intelligence, areas where humans still outperform machines. Lastly, understanding AI empowers us to use it responsibly. We must be aware of ethical risks like bias and privacy concerns and engage in conversations to shape AI for good. AI is not an enemy. It's a powerful evolving tool, and by understanding it, we gain the power not just to survive, but to thrive in a world shaped by it. Conclusion. So we've journeyed through the world of artificial intelligence together. From debunking common myths to classifying the different types of AI and pulling back the curtain on machine learning and deep learning, you now have a solid foundation to better understand this future-shaping technology. AI is no longer a scary black box, it's a powerful and understandable tool waiting for us to explore. Grasping it not only eases anxiety but also unlocks countless opportunities. Remember, knowledge is power. What are your thoughts on AI after watching this video? Are you still anxious, or are you excited about its potential? Let us know in the comments below. We want to hear all perspectives. If you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button for GenShift to keep getting deep tech analyses, exploring the future, and empowering you to navigate an increasingly intelligent world.